Breaking news. Entry-level cybersecurity jobs have been spotted in the wild. Yes, you heard that right. They still exist. No, they're not mythical creatures like unicorns, Bigfoot, or your dream job that pays $200,000 for 10 hours a week and lets you work from a beach in Bali. By the way, hi, I'm Josh, and this channel is dedicated to helping you become a highly paid cybersecurity, ethical hacking, or cloud pro. Fast. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel, and while you're at it, smash that like button for me. I really would appreciate it. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. So, if you're watching this because you've been frantically Googling whether entry-level cybersecurity roles are even real, or if the job market is just gaslighting you with ridiculous expectations, relax. Take a deep breath. Grab a coffee, maybe a snack, and if it's been a particularly rough week, a stress ball. Because today, we're diving deep into the truth behind these elusive entry-level cybersecurity jobs, where they actually exist, what they really look like, how to land one without official experience, how much you can expect to earn, and how you can legally hack your way in. No shady business. This is the clean, career-launching kind of hacking. Let's kick things off with a reality check. Do entry-level cybersecurity jobs actually exist? Yes, they absolutely do. But, and this is important, they probably don't look the way you imagined when you first dreamed of joining the ranks of digital defenders. Maybe you thought you'd walk out of your Security Plus exam straight into a six-figure pen testing job at the NSA, laptop in hand, ready to stop international cyber threats before lunch. Cute. The reality is a little more nuanced. These jobs do exist, but often under different names. Security Analyst, GRC Assistant, SOC Analyst Tier 1, or even IT Support Specialist with some security responsibilities buried deep in the job description. Some folks start off as help desk technicians, but with the right mindset and some strategic learning, they're soon writing detection rules, analyzing logs, or running endpoint protection tools. Think of these roles as your first mission in a much bigger cybersecurity game. They might not be glamorous, but they're how you get in.
Hey, sorry for interrupting your video, but I wanted to know, are you interested in building a career in ethical hacking? We created Learn Ethical Hacking from Scratch course just for you, and it's the perfect way to get started. In this course, you will learn how ethical hackers find vulnerabilities in your system, networks, and applications. You will learn hands-on skills like penetration testing, exploiting the weakness in a system, and all the tools that hackers use. You will also learn how to stay on the right side of the law. Cybersecurity is one of the fastest growing industries in the world, and hackers are high in demand. The global cybersecurity market is expected to reach $400 billion by 2028. There's never been a better time for you to jump in. Ethical hackers earn from $90,000 to $120,000 annually. Experts in this field make even more. So are you ready to kickstart your journey into ethical hacking? This course is your key to mastering hacking. We have placed the link to this course in the description. Enroll today and get started on a lucrative career path. Now back to the video.
Before we break down the entry-level jobs, let's talk big picture. In 2025 and going into 2026, cybersecurity remains one of the fastest growing fields in tech. Why? Because companies are under constant attack from ransomware groups, phishing scams, insider threats, and nation-state hackers. According to ISC2, there's a global shortage of over 3.5 million cybersecurity professionals. That's not a small gap. That's a massive talent vacuum. What that means for you? Opportunity. Companies are desperate for people with even foundational security skills. They're investing in junior talent, bootcamp grads, and career switchers. It's not just hype. It's a reality driven by real risk and real need. Now, let's talk about the infamous experience trap. That vicious cycle where you can't get a job without experience, and you can't get experience without a job. You've probably seen those job postings. Entry-level position requiring 3 to 5 years of experience, CISSP preferred, must be willing to travel to Mordor. And you're sitting there thinking, I just graduated last month and my most advanced technical experience is installing antivirus on my grandma's computer. It's enough to make anyone feel defeated. But let's be clear, we're not here to complain, we're here to beat the system. So how do you do that? You hack your experience, not literally, but strategically. Start by building a home lab, spin up virtual machines, install Kali Linux, run through penetration testing tools, break your own setup, and then fix it. That hands-on experience is gold. And don't just keep it to yourself, document everything. Post it on GitHub, write blog posts, or build a personal portfolio site. Show your learning process, even if you're just learning the basics of Wireshark, Nmap, or Burp Suite. Share it. Employers love seeing curiosity and initiative. Next, contribute to open-source security tools. You don't need to be a coder. You can help with documentation, testing, or bug reports. It shows community involvement and gives you talking points in interviews. Volunteering is another powerful angle. Offer to help nonprofits with security awareness training or basic auditing. You'll get real-world exposure, and they'll get much-needed support. And while we're at it, CTF, capture the flag competitions. They're not just games, they're mini boot camps in disguise. Platforms like Try Hack Me, Hack the Box, and Pico CTF gamify cybersecurity learning in a way that's both fun and practical. You'll get exposed to concepts like privilege escalation, enumeration, web vulnerabilities, and forensics. And yes, being able to say, I spent the weekend solving reverse engineering challenges sounds a lot cooler than I watched Netflix for 12 hours straight. All right, let's get to the money. What do entry-level cybersecurity jobs actually pay? Good news, many of them pay quite well, especially compared to other entry-level roles. Your salary will depend on the location, company size, and job function. In general, here are some realistic figures. SOC Analyst Tier 1 roles typically pay between $55,000 and $85,000 per year. GRC Analysts often land between $60,000 and $90,000 per year. Security Engineer interns can make $20 to $35 per hour. Security Sales Associates, depending on base plus commission, sometimes pull in $150,000 plus in total compensation. And that's just starting out. A $75,000 cybersecurity job might be more than just a paycheck. It could be your redemption arc from unpaid internships, resume ghosting, and coffee fetching internships. So now that you're sold on the idea, let's talk about choosing your fighter. In other words, what kind of entry-level cybersecurity roles you should actually aim for. If you're the kind of person who enjoys patterns, analysis, and doesn't mind a late-night shift, look into becoming a SOC Analyst Tier 1. You'll monitor systems for unusual activity, escalate alerts, and serve as the front line of defense. Prefer policy writing and frameworks over high-pressure incident response? Try GRC Analyst roles. You'll help ensure compliance, write documentation, and work on risk assessments. Great for detail-oriented folks who love structure. Want to stalk cybercriminals on the dark web and stay ahead of emerging threats? You might enjoy being a threat intelligence analyst. If puzzles and vulnerability scanning are your thing, a vulnerability analyst role lets you discover security holes before the bad guys do. And if you've got the gift of gab and can break down complex ideas into human language, look into becoming a security sales engineer. These roles pay well and combine technical knowledge with business strategy. You might even end up as the friend who owns a Tesla and accidentally gives a TED Talk every time someone asks what they do. Now you might be wondering, where do I actually find these jobs? Let's demystify that. Start with LinkedIn. Yeah, I know, it's basically business Facebook, but it works. Set up a clean profile, no blurry selfies. Use keywords like cybersecurity intern, entry-level SOC, or GRC assistant. Then apply filters. Entry-level plus remote plus cybersecurity. Next, check out sites like Indeed, Glassdoor, and ZipRecruiter. These are old school but effective. But here's a secret. Some of the best opportunities aren't even posted online. That's right. Community is your hidden job board. Join Reddit threads like r/cybersecurity or r/IT career questions. Dive into Discord communities like Simply Cyber or Slack groups like the Black Hills InfoSec community. These spaces are packed with advice, job leads, and people who've been exactly where you are. And don't underestimate networking, even if you're shy. Most roles are filled by referrals. Reach out to someone on LinkedIn and say something like, "Hi, I'm just getting started in cybersecurity. I'd love to ask you a quick question about your role if you're open to it." That's not weird. That's how real careers begin. Now, let's strip it all the way down to the basics. What do you actually need to get started in cybersecurity? First, the fundamentals. Understand networking basics, IP addressing, DNS, the OSI model, and firewalls. Get comfortable using Linux and Windows command line tools. Learn some light scripting. Bash and Python are your friends. Know your security principles. CIA triad, risk management, common attack types. As for certifications, here are some smart picks. CompTIA Security Plus, a classic foundational cert respected across the industry. Google Cybersecurity Certificate, beginner-friendly and budget-conscious. ISC2, certified in cybersecurity. CC, a newer, free cert, gaining serious traction. And don't forget Try Hack Me and Hack the Box badges. They carry weight, especially for hands-on learners. Finally, you might be asking, do I really need a degree? The answer, no. Or maybe. It depends. Sure, a degree can help, especially if you're applying to companies with HR gatekeepers who love checking boxes. But cybersecurity is one of those rare industries where skills often matter more than diplomas. If you don't have a degree, don't panic. Focus on your projects. Build a portfolio. Post on LinkedIn. Show your progress, your learning, and your passion. People will notice. Recruiters, hiring managers, and even mentors are often far more interested in what you can do than what a piece of paper says. So let's wrap it up. Do entry-level cybersecurity jobs exist? Yes, 100%. But they might be wearing disguises, hiding behind awkward job titles, buried under unrealistic job descriptions, or posted in niche communities rather than on the front page of job boards. They're not always easy to get, but they are real, achievable, and absolutely worth the grind. You don't have to be a genius, you don't have to be perfect, but you do need to be curious, relentless, and hungry to learn. Cybersecurity isn't just a job, it's a puzzle, a battlefield, a playground for problem solvers, and a meaningful career path that's only growing in importance. If this helped you, or if you even cracked a smile, hit that like button like it's a phishing email. Drop a comment if you're breaking into cybersecurity. Ask questions, share your story, or just say, "Hi, I will reply." Check out the video on the right for more content to help you develop your IT career.